This is part two of of. Let me go into my notes. This is part two of Community Standards and Integrity Act is a problem, part two. So yeah, this is part two. Like I got banned before I ended up getting my Facebook account started. And let's just say I had like a bad history with Facebook. They banned me when I was 18. When I was 18, they banned me for whatever reason. And the whole common crap about what they've been doing, like it's safe to say to have at least a lot of people wanting to have like Keanu Reeves taking over Facebook and him telling everybody about him like ending up taking over Facebook. Because honestly, he needs to take over Facebook. Facebook is too toxic and losing a lot of users. Cuts and layoffs been happening, and they're bleeding so much cash, all because of the Community Standards and an Integrity Act, and it being a problem. Let alone silencing so many people on there, which isn't cool, by the way. I mean, the creepy, soulless gremlin known as Mark Zuckerberg is just like he's just so creepy, and a creepy gremlin that tries to be relatable to everybody, but it comes across as forced and not natural. Sure, he may have been relatable back when he first ever started Facebook, and Facebook took off like soaring. But they've been bleeding so much money into their ads, and to be honest, their ads are just terrible ads. To be honest, they're just terrible ads. Like the cartoonish ads, the live action ads that are just terrible. Like, come on. It's just so awful to see those ads. It's painful to watch those ads. Painful as fuck. Like, come on. No creativity. No, might as well head off to see what's going on. Like, come on, man. That's not what we want to see. That's not going to pull us to the platform. Sure, probably there was some clever Facebook ads about the Facebook platform that hooked a lot of people back when Facebook first started. But nowadays, it's just sad. It's just honestly just sad. And with the banning me before I get a page or profile or whatever established before it ever hits, I get banned before it even starts. Like, that's the problem. The AI being implemented with Facebook and the metaverse, and Meta being like a constant problem with the AI filtering out real people from fakes. Like, come on, man. Like, it's like a serious problem. And I get banned before I get started on Facebook. And this is part 2, by the way. I mean, I'm just not happy with the way things have been going over there on Facebook. Like, you see posts, then you don't see posts, then you see a bunch of like, to be honest, out of their prime people and families on there. Where's the heart? Where is the gust for life, gust of life for the platform? Like, come on, man. Is this really how we run platforms? Like, back when Facebook first started, it was for college kids only. Then it blew up from the college community and expanded to attracting family attention or family attention. And that's the kind of thing that used to be for college kids, for helping each other study, to being a social media platform for families and boomers. Like, come on. You can't expect people to want to stay on the platform if it's going to be this problematic. And to have Mark Zuckerberg implementing the Community Standards and Integrity Act, that's just not cool. That's just you weaponizing AI to keep people off of the platforms that they choose. And with like Instagram is like having its own problems right now, but I'm not going to get into that. That'll come later. And no word on Threads either. No word on that platform, since how it's relatively the newest ever platform in the metaverse family. Threads is basically the little brother of Instagram, and Threads are basically the offspring of Facebook, to be honest. And that's just kind of like how that is. Like, an old platform, a platform that is in its prime, and a new platform pops up. And I think if I'm not mistaken, Adam and John were employees of Mark Zuckerberg, who got promoted to CEOs of their own separate platforms within the very, very metaverse family. Been tossed however much money it would take to launch Instagram and then to launch Threads. And who knows? maybe a fourth one called Meta Social, which is another platform. Who knows? Maybe that might get launched. But to be honest, I don't see that happening. I don't see Meta Social platform happening because Facebook is hemorrhaging and bleeding money, and Threads can barely get anybody on their on the platform, and Instagram is having troubles keeping people on the platform. And government overreach into the whole Instagram thing, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Maybe later on in the future. So, yeah. Like, I don't use Threads often. I mean, I do have an account on there, but I just don't use it. Considering I'm waiting to see if Facebook falls and comes collapsing down because of lack of money. And I'm just still waiting to see if Facebook comes crashing down. And I'm still waiting to see if Threads and Instagram could go Lone Ranger, scrape up their earnings together, and become IT Social, InstaThread, like InstaThread, or IT Social, the initials for Instagram and Threads. And to have like the Community Standards and Integrity Act being what killed Facebook. And to be honest, that's just how it is. That's just how it typically is when AI is weaponized against the users and layoffs being happening. To be honest.